everyone, welcome back to BDG Reviews, another episode of the VHS Vault. What I'm reviewing today is something I just picked up the other day, and actually I got this for $6, and it was pretty damn awesome. And that is Lurker in the Lobby, Volume 1. This is a set of 10 short stories based on H.P. Lovecraft's work. There's The Music of Eric Zahn by John Stierczyk, The Outsider by Aaron Vanek, The Necronomicon by Aaron Vanek, McLaren by Ted Purvis, The Outsider again by Andrew Hooks, From Beyond by Ken Avenoso and Andrew Milligore, The Hound by Andrew Reed, Cthulhu Wore Tennis Shoes by the UCLA Enigma Sci-Fi Club, Worship Me Like a God by The Darkest of the Hillside Thickets, and Color Me Green by The Darkest of the Hillside Thickets. Now, these are fan films, so these are indie films right to the core. And as a result, this has a couple of hits and it has a lot of misses. The Music of Eric Zahn by John Stierczyk is actually one of the standouts. I thought it was a really well done movie, and it was like 20 minutes long, so they're all pretty short. But that particular one was 20 minutes. It was just the right amount of time, and it was damn cool to see someone do the Music of Eric Zahn, because that's an interesting story. And From Beyond is awesome as well. It's more of a literal take of the story. So you have the main guy like talking to a cop and just sort of telling him what happened. It works, As for the other stuff, The Hound was okay, but it tended to drag on. The Necronomicon was really short. I think that was about 2.5, 3 minutes. It was really short. The two versions of The Outsider were interesting. The first one, it took liberties with the story, which is something you have to do, because The Outsider is one of those stories that's just so short and everything that you gotta take some liberties. But it does, and it sort of works, it sort of doesn't. And the other version of The Outsider just didn't... It was a bit more literal to the story, but it wasn't super great. It was okay though. Like I said, The Hound just dragged on way too long. Cthulhu Wore Tennis Shoes, that was pretty fun, honestly. And Worship Me Like a God and Color Me Green, they weren't really anything special. I think Color Me Green was essentially a music video. I think they were both essentially music videos. All in all, this release is pretty solid. Well, I'm forgetting one. McLaren works pretty well, honestly. All in all, this is a really fun release. I'm really glad I found it. Found it on a Facebook group, so I got it for $6, and I'm thoroughly happy with it. Is this the greatest Lovecraft's adaptations ever made? No. I mean, they're essentially fan films, like I said. So let's put it this way: this is not the Call of Cthulhu. Call of Cthulhu is kind of like the ultimate Lovecraft fan film, and it works really well. But this is something that is a good... The stories that were chosen were good picks for short films. They're ones that, with the exception of From Beyond, couldn't really be stretched into a feature. Maybe The Music of Eric Zahn, but it would be difficult. You'd have to add other stuff in as well. For a rating for this particular release, I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I was actually really surprised at how good the picture quality was for a VHS. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be that good. Usually VHS look kind of like crap, because that's just the nature of it. This actually looked pretty decent. So, yeah. I'm definitely going to be looking for... I know there's a part 2, volume 2. I don't know how many other volumes there are, but I'll definitely be looking for volume 2. So, yeah. Lurker in the Lobby, volume 1. Great stuff. 8 out of 10. That's it for now. See you next time.